Alright, we're going to be going over some wheels and tires. We're going to be doing a deep clean in this video. This is the first video in this series, so I really hope you enjoy this series. I'm going to be putting a lot of work into it, so let's get right into it. You don't have to use all these steps in the video, but use what you need and discard the rest. I hope you enjoy this episode. Alright, in no special order, we got the Speedmaster wheel brush. This one's the large one. Next up, I have a Tough Shine tire brush. It's a hard bristle tire brush. This one's the Max Shine short wheel brush. Very good for those tight spaces. This one's a generic wheel and tire brush. I've had this for years. Next up, we got a detail brush. This one actually ended up not being great quality, but it actually did get the job done. I'll put one that I recommend in the description box below. So moving on, we have Optimum Power Clean. As you can see, there's no more in this bottle. I put it all in this Zep bottle. Optimum Power Clean is great. You can dilute it. You can use it for so many things. Now, if you just get one product, get this product, Super Clean. Just thank me later. You can use it for everything. Turtle Wax Ceramic Spray Coating. I haven't actually used that yet, but as you can see, you can use it on wheels. Turtle Wax Seal and Shine. This stuff is so easy to use. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Now I have some gloves I got from Walmart. Just use any latex gloves you can find, but it's just nice to have that extra protection from the chemicals. Here we have iron remover. This is going to be to get that really deep clean that the regular wash can't get off. For tire shine, I have some options: VRP, Meguiar's Hot Shine tire coating, Meguiar's Endurance tire gel, and the one I ended up using was Turtle Wax Graphene tire shine. It's their newest one. Alright, the first step we're going to do is rinse everything off. Now I wish I had a hose or a pressure washer, but you got to work with what you got. This is a 2-gallon Scott sprayer, garden sprayer I got from Home Depot, 22 bucks. It has been one of the best investments for rinseless washes ever. Step 2, we're going to clean the wheel. I like to focus on one thing at a time, so cleaning the wheelbarrow first with Optimum Power Clean. I diluted it 3-to-1. This stuff is amazing. You can also use super clean diluted 4-to-1, 3-to-1, whatever you want. It's pretty safe on wheels. I haven't had a problem with it, and it also works great. Also, these Zep bottles, they're like $3.95 at Home Depot. I bought a lot of sprayer bottles before, and they're just break and they're cheap and they're hard to find. So these are some of the best that I've found. Using this Speedmaster large wheel brush, this gets the wheelbarrow really well. I'm working from the top down. If you work from the bottom up, you're kind of going against yourself and working against the flow of water. So you're kind of just spreading the dirt from the bottom up to the top. So working from the top down just helps yourself out. Also, when you rinse off, you want to rinse off from the top down. Just with working with the flow of water really helps out. And this thing is great. It gets all the way in the wheelbarrow, so this thing has been great. I also found a brush that's almost the exact same quality. It's called Max Shine. They are like 50% cheaper or even more, and they're the same quality. I would recommend getting Max Shine because this thing's like $37, and I just think that that's overpriced. But yeah, you can get the same brush for way less. Taking a close-up look, it looks pretty good so far, but there's those little spots you see right there behind the rim on the wheelbarrow. I just want to go around a second time and get those off. Rinsing your brushes off after you use them each pass just helps because you don't want the dirt you just wiped off to get back on the wheel. So yeah, it just helps out. So here's an up close look again, and it looks pretty good to me. I'm pretty happy with this. So we're gonna be moving on. Still focusing on the wheel, we're gonna clean the face of the wheel now. So I'm just gonna spray every little spoke that I can see, get in the lug nuts, get all the hard to reach areas covered. Now starting with the detail brush, I'm gonna get in the hard to reach areas like the lug nuts, and I'm gonna be showing you some options to clean your wheels because I know not a lot of people have these. They aren't really that common to people, so I'm going to show you some different options if you don't have one of these. Also, if you do get a set of brushes to avoid cross-contamination, get one for the wheels, and then if you want one for the interior, get a soft one for the interior so you don't use the dirt from the wheels and get it inside. That would be bad. This detail brush actually ended up being really low quality. The hairs kept falling out and sticking in the lug nuts, so I returned it. I'd recommend brushes from the Proper Detailing Company on Amazon. And the option 2 is wheel and tire brush. These are everywhere. You can get them from Walmart, Amazon, wherever, but they run about $10 each. But this is what I usually use to get the face of the wheel. Option 3 is gonna be a regular old microfiber towel. I actually finished the wheel with this. It works just fine. You can get everything, all the little nooks and crannies. Maybe not in the hard to reach areas like the lug nuts, around the lug nuts, or the little space between the valve stem, but you can get pretty much everything. Option 4 is going to be a wheel mitt. Now these are really good because you can get behind the spokes. If you're that obsessed about cleaning your wheels, you can get like curl your finger back to get behind the spokes. You can get pretty much everything with a wheel mitt. I'm doing a lot of rinsing in this video, as you can tell. For regular wash, I would rinse once, but since this is a deep clean, I'm doing this for the first time. I'm trying to get any maybe protective wax or anything that could be on there off of the wheel. So I'm scrubbing it, rinsing it, scrubbing it, rinsing it. And this is just like maybe once a year, whenever it needs a deep clean. We just bought this car, so I'm cleaning these wheels for the first time, and this is just a very deep clean, so I'm rinsing it a lot. So that's why I just wanted to make that clear. Using the crappy detail brush once again, I'm just going over the hard to reach areas, the lug nuts, the valve stem, and just trying to keep my nuts clean. So repeat any of these steps to get the results you're looking for. Like I said, this is just my process. If your wheels are dirtier or cleaner, just repeat it until you are satisfied. And you know, if you don't want to get the barrel, you don't have to get the barrel of the wheel. If you don't want to get the lug nuts, don't get the lug nuts. I mean, just do whatever the fuck you want to do, you know? This is the small Max Shine wheel brush. Now they come in 2 different sizes. Like I said before, the Speedmaster and Max Shine are pretty much the exact same quality. So this is the smaller version. I think it's like 30 centimeters or something on Amazon. I'll put a link to the brush on I think it's an eBay link. I'll put a link in the description box below. And once again, we're rinsing. It's a lot of rinsing, but you know, deep cleaning, man. What are you gonna do? Moving on to iron remover. Now this is the part that's going to get the deepest clean possible. This is going to get the embedded particles that you cannot get with the regular wash. And these wheels actually were cleaned pretty well with the Optimum Power Clean, because as you can see, it's supposed to turn purple, and these wheels really didn't have that much purple. You can see it on the rotor and the caliper turned kind of purple, but some people use this first without washing it first with, like, let's say a solution like Super Clean or Power Clean. But for me, I wanted to get the deepest clean possible, so the directions say to wash your car first and then use this. So that's what I did. I washed the wheel first and then I used the iron remover. Right here I'm agitating the iron remover with the detail brush. Now it's fine like around the lug nuts, but if it's on paint, then you don't really want to be scrubbing in the contamination even more. Unless you're going to polish after, then it's okay. If not, just rinse it off. Here I'm trying to get a close-up of the iron remover turning purple. Now it turns purple because that's the active ingredient reacting to the iron particles and then dissolving them, and it turns purple when it does that. So right here I'm just trying to get the caliper, as it wasn't really fully clean, so I'm just going to be rinsing it off here, and then it looks pretty good to me though. Step 3, cleaning the tire. Now I'm using Super Clean full strength. This stuff is amazing. Super Clean is one of the best products you can get for the value. It's like $10 for a gallon at Walmart, and this stuff can be used on everything. You can clean wheels and tires, you can clean tar off your paint, you can clean the interior. You just have to find the right dilution ratios, which are on the bottle. It's great stuff. So I'm just showing 1 or 2 passes in this video, but on really neglected tires like my other car that was sitting for like 2 years, I never touch it, I never clean it. I did like 5 to 6, even up to like 8 passes, I think, on one tire because this was so bad. But yeah, the dirt just kept coming off. So I do up to like normally like 5 to 6 passes on a really dirty tire, and it works really good with the stiff tire brush and Super Clean. This just cuts right through the grime. So I moved the car back after I was done with this, just so I can get that part that's hard to reach underneath the tire. Went ahead and cleaned that up. So step 4, we're cleaning the wheel well. I already sprayed it with Super Clean, so I'm just gonna go ahead and agitate it with the wheel brush. This is option number 1. Option number 2, if you have one, is a long brush. It's a long handled brush. Right here in the video, I put it right there so you can see an example. These are great though. Step number 5, we're just gonna rinse everything off like we've been doing a million times, and then inspecting your work just like every other time when you rinse it off. Just look at it. If you're happy with it, great. I was happy with the results, and I'm gonna be moving on. So I'm just gonna dry off the tire. Now I recommend, for me, what helps me is I have dedicated colors for different parts of the car. Say wheels and tires, I use this black microfiber for the tires, and I have, you know, those Kirkland microfiber towels you can get at Costco. I have there's 36 in a pack. I use like half of those. I put them in a bag and just use those for the wheels and tires. And since it gets like really dirty and grimy, you can see which towels are for the wheels and tires. And then, you know, since they're pretty affordable, I use these until, you know, they get too dirty, and then I just buy a new bag, you know? Step 5 is tire shine. Now this not only makes the tire look good, but it provides protection from fading and cracking. I'm using the new Turtle Wax Graphene Tire Shine. At the time of this recording, this just came out like a month ago, I believe. So I'm just trying to follow the directions and shake it really well. It has them in big caps. It says like, shake well. So I'm trying to follow them, man. I'm trying to follow them. Using one of those little wheel mitts that I showed in the video before. They're kind of like applicator pads, like microfiber applicator, but you can use them to clean the wheel and to apply protectant, stuff like that. So right here, I'm just gonna spread it in evenly. I got a little bit of overspray on the wheel. I actually think, looking back at this video, hindsight's 2020, I probably should have done the tire shine on the last step. So if you want to not get overspray on there and worry about the sealant on the wheels, probably do the sealant on the wheels first and then the tire shine. After waiting about 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it off. So this stuff applies really easily. The excess is wiped off really easily. And from what I'm looking at, it looks really good to me. I really like this stuff. So if you're really anal like me, if you're really obsessive like me, I am going to move the car forward just so I can get that little area underneath the tire that's harder to reach. On the last step, which could be the step before this, we're going to be applying Turtle Wax Seal and Shine. This stuff is amazing. What is it, $10 on Amazon? It's available at Walmart. Man, this stuff lasts forever. Not forever, but for a spray-on sealant, it lasts a few months, so it protects well. It works well. Easy on, easy off, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Now, this is done with no special products or anything like that. I got all these at Walmart or Amazon. So just with some decent, affordable products and knowing what to do, you can get some really, really good results. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please be on the lookout for the next video in this series. We're going to be washing our car. I'm going to show you a few different ways. I like the rinseless washes, but I really hope you guys enjoy this series. Thank you so much for watching.
That's it, boy. Get in there nice and deep like.
Yeah, that's not good.